Welcome to FADA TV, the video channel created by and for new car dealers and brought to you by the Florida Automobile Dealers Association.
Good afternoon, Ted Smith at FADA. I want to bring you up to date with a couple of things going on here at your association. We've been working 6 months on a piece of legislation that is going to really help you even more than our current laws do. We're going to look at things like, should automakers be involved in reservation programs? Should allocation programs be designed that negatively influence your ability to get vehicles? How should pricing be done? Those are sales functions that have always been part of the dealer's domain. Those are being challenged now, so our piece of legislation is going to define what sales are to include those things, and then we're going to say that automakers are preempted from being involved in those sales avenues and sales functions. In addition to that, this piece of legislation is going to talk about and make clear that automakers cannot own dealerships. Now, we know that's been part of Florida's law for a long time, but because of the presence of Tesla, Lucid, and Rivian, there's the potential for challenging just who can own dealerships. So we're going to make that very clear in this piece of legislation that automakers, legacy automakers who have dealers, cannot own car dealerships. And we're going to do that by affecting some of the definitions and talking about, could they perhaps have a common entity that owned a dealership? So this is a very specific piece of legislation that you're going to like, and I know you're going to want to support with us. In addition to that, this legislation deals with the subject of electronic sales of products. We all know that that's coming. So this piece of legislation is going to say that dealerships should be involved in the sale of products, whether they're sold by the dealership at the point of sale or whether they're sold electronically after the sale. And we'll talk more about that, but it's basically going to be a 10% revenue stream for the dealer for a period of 3 years. And finally, and most importantly, this bill is going to address how and who should regulate the business here in Florida. You know, we have a difficult time getting the Department of Highway Safety to regulate manufacturers. So in this piece of legislation, it specifically allows the FADA to file complaints with DMV when there's an alleged violation of Florida franchise law. That is perhaps the most important piece of this bill. So stick with us, much more to come from your association, and as always, thanks for being a member.